Alright, hope everybody's doing well. I got a lot of stuff to get through today, so we'll just start with it. I watched Hungry Man 97 video the other day, or this morning I guess, about reproduction cards on eBay, and it just absolutely just flooding the market with all these cards that are listed as reproduction, all the different, all the different tips and tricks, and he goes through all of these different things about how people are listing them, and he just said don't buy them. They're just absolute outright fakes. They're not authorized by any person at all. There's only a couple out there that are very authorized, the Honus Wagner cards, a couple of those and that, and people are still buying them. I said you would not believe how many cards are listed as RP that I see in the completed listings that have been sold. Absolutely ridiculous. So check out Hungry Man 97. He just lives down the road from me, but we've never met each other. Anyway, so there was that one there. And then I was watching a lot of people open up a 2023 Top Series 2, and I'm noticing a theme here. Nothing good is coming out of it. Just a bunch of average, mediocre stuff. And then I said, you know what? I could go to ComC and just buy mountains of numbered cards, autographs, and parallels, and rookie cards, and finding things like Ellie De La Cruz cards for like $2. And this is, not possible right now because De La Cruz, his card zoomed up to $5, but I say zoomed, but that people are opening up 2023 stuff and then finding out that they just lost $100 on a hobby box and not getting anything in return. I guess if you amortize all the amount of cards that you get, etc., but it's a long time to make your $100 back. And if you're lucky, you might make $65 back out of that 100, unless you hit something really, really big. And the biggest disappointment this year is the relics, because the relics said, basically we just handed a guy a jersey to wipe his pits with, and then we gave it back to you saying it's, slightly used. Ridiculous. I mean, they could do anything there. They could just take a pair of pants, anything, and it doesn't even have to match anything. It could be a relic from anything. It's just leftover material from something, and somebody looked at it or touched it or was given to a second and, quote, owned it. It's absolutely just stupid. And then there was some sort of manufactured cards or something like that, and that's just all bogus. Those are just inflated collectibles, and they're not collectible. That's the thing. Unfortunately, they're listed as collectibles, so it's like those reproduction cards. They're called collectibles, but they're not. So that's just kind of false advertising right there. But I did a bunch of ComC shopping this morning and last night. I still have a few dollars. When you get down to like the $5 and below, I mean, I'm down to around $10, but I need to save that $5 for shipping. But I'm down to the $4 or $5, and it's always difficult for me to say, do I pick up a $4 card and a $1 card, or do I pick up a whole bunch of 29-cent card, 27, whatever the cheapest happens to be at this moment in time? And it's just absolutely crazy, trying to figure out, and that's the longest time to taken. There was an autograph that I was eyeballing, and then I said, I'm just going to sleep on it today. And it was going to be about $11, almost $11 for that card, and then it was actually $7. So I saved $4. I mean, a little under $7. It was $6 something for an autographed card there. And the cheapest one on eBay is, I don't know what it is, but the funny thing is, again, there's a lot of these buy it nows elsewhere, and on the internet that are like $20 and $30, and I was like, that's a base card. That's $20 and $30. So the prices are not coming down. In all instances, there's just a bunch of people loading up a bunch of stuff, and there's going to be people listing De La Cruzes for $10 or more, that are normally like a couple dollar card. It's the whole Greg Jeffries thing all over again. But this guy is super talented, so hopefully we will see more of him, but not, killing the Dodgers like they did the other night. Anyway, I wanted to show you some stuff that I picked up at the Goodwill bins because I had to drop off a box of movies to my friend because he always enjoys those. And it's very cool to have those taken by somebody who actually wants them. So that was why I was there. And the first thing I found was this. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool looking and old. I know what that is. And it was an old metronome. And this old metronome is all in shambles right here. And it was all greasy and icky because somebody had glued it back together. It's actually working here. This looks like nothing right now, but when I get it all glued back together, people are asking about $100 for these things on eBay. But it's got some sort of glue that I think they used on it that dripped all over, and it's just all, I don't know what it is on there, but something they used to glue it or clean it or something like that that's gotten all over the place, and it just wipes right off. And I just use the regular kind of glue I think it's some sort of cheap tight bond that was put on there that came apart. When it's all dismantled, it doesn't look like much, but together it'll look really pretty cool. And if nothing else I can do with it, I can use it as a nice decoration. I'll clean that crud off of there and I'll be just fine. But everybody thought it was cool, but they wouldn't have touched it with a 10-foot pole with all that grease on there. Again, there's not grease, but it's sticky. It's like sticky like honey all over it, but it doesn't smell at all. So I think it's some sort of tight bond glue that lost its ability to work. It got hot and melted. And it's possible somebody donated it to the store and then it sat in the hot and then the heat melted all that glue, and that's why it's all icky and gross. I bought all of these power cables and whatever, and you know, all this and this junk because electronics is 69 cents a pound, or 60 or 79 cents a pound. And I was able to disguise this. You're not supposed to buy these at the bins, but I got this T-Mobile 4G LTE Samsung tablet type thing here. So we'll see if that's any good, or if it does anything, or if it works. I have no clue there. You can see my reflection there. Ooh. Special deal. I'm on camera. Smile, you're on candid camera. So there is that one there. I think I spent $8.50 at the bins. It's mostly that metronome thingy there. And those, I did get a couple of vinyl albums here. And man, when the vinyl records came out, man, the kids just came in flying and started grabbing everything that they could get their mitts on. And it was all kinds of crazy stuff. I got onto the secondary pile of it. There was all kinds of rap and newer stuff. There was some newer stuff. There was Jack Johnson. There was Ben Harper. I didn't grab the Ben Harper. There was a huge stain on it, but I grabbed 2 records. They're not perfect, so we will see what we have here. This one here, everybody thought this was massively cool. This was thrown back. The Pogues, If I Should Fall from Grace with God, and unfortunately there's a big, awful stain there, water stain or coffee. I don't know what that is there, but I got the Pogues. So that's really pretty neat there. The record is kind of dirty, but it should clean up very, very nicely there. So I'm not sure about all this. This is, I think, 1988, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. You can see that there. And then I grabbed one rap record that everybody seemed to be wanting here. This is Shabam Shadiq. Sound Clash, produced by Nick Wiz or something like that. B/W 5-Star Generals, produced by DJ Spinna. I don't know. On Raucous. I think it's on Raucous Records. I'm not really sure. I couldn't find a date there. It's got a www.raucous.com there, so I figured I'd give that a shot. Know nothing about Shabam Shadiq. It's kind of there it is. There's Shadiq. So we'll figure that one out there. And like I said, just a lot of people are just throwing money away right now on eBay. It's absolutely ridiculous. Not just on eBay, but just on cards in general, because I'm just going and, I'm thinking, I'm a I would not say a box type, but I'm a box odds type person, If I see that the odds of a certain card is going to be this, this, and this, I'm not going to play the odds. I'm just going to go to eBay or COMC and pick out that particular, card, because if I see a box that's selling for $70 and your one hit is an autograph and a relic, or even less than that, one relic, one hit autograph, and 1 or 2 numbered cards, I'm just going to say, well, you know what, I'm not getting the player that's going to make it worth that much. Because rarely, even if you did find like an Aaron Judge or something like that, and if you found an Aaron Judge autograph in that $100 box or something like that, how much of that Aaron Judge is going to pay for your box? It might pay for part of it, but if somebody's not really collecting Judge right now, and then again, Ellie De La Cruz is that one person that everybody's going on that one train there, and then you see like these stars that go way up and then back down, but some of them are not down fast enough, because none of this stuff is very rare. So I think I mentioned this, but somebody had complained when they got open up a box of soccer cards and they're hit because it's one of those like team set type things, and you get one parallel, and they got some kind of virtually unknown guy numbered to 170, and that was their hit, and they were very disappointed because 170 to them was a huge number. I guess there's only 170 of that particular card in the world to people that fight over. So guess what? I went to COMC and found that exact same one for $1.25, and I purchased it. Now I don't have to buy a $35 box to end up with that same particular card, because 1 in 4 boxes was an autograph. They did get an autograph in one, but 1 in 4 boxes And with my luck, I'd have to buy 5 boxes to get an autograph, or 6, and then I would end up with a bunch of cards that are worth like $5 and $10. And I don't think these ones you were guaranteed the whole set. Some of them you're guaranteed a whole set, and some of you are not. It was, I think, a 70 card set. Don't quote me on which one it was. It was not Madrid. I don't know who it was, but anyway, that was just kind of interesting. Maybe it was Madrid, and again, I'm just having so much fun cherry picking stuff. But still, a cautionary tale, like Zombie Collector said, things just wind out of control. So somebody this weekend is going to buy a hobby box for $100, and they're not going to get probably half of their money back, if that, on some of these cards. And that's $100 right now. And a couple of weeks from now, a week or 2 days or 10 days or whatever time from now, somebody's going to buy something else. So now they're already $120, $130, $140, $150. And then I'm trying to, and like with my ComC and everything, it still mounts up pretty quickly because, I said, okay, I'm going to buy some Panini stickers from overseas. So, an order might be $10, $12, $14 for a few stickers there. And then I do another order, and that could be another $15. So then I'm like $30, $40 into like 2 small orders. And then I did a third order, and it came out to almost $20 for that third order. So not quite $60 and $40, and that's $100. And then as cool as the cards that I've picked out, and I might have a little bit more value in there. But again, I'm picking players that are kind of shelf decorations, box fillers. A lot of these WWE cards and these relic cards that nobody seems to want. I think I mentioned that those cards are from no specific event. Those are sitting on eBay and COMC, and you can go and find a lot of those for $1. If I'm going to buy, Topps 2023 of any kind, I'd be hoping an autograph in every single pack, because I went to COMC and found Red Gerard. He's a famous snowboarder, skier, what have you. X Games and the Olympics and all that fun stuff. And guess what? They were $1 a piece for a Goodwin Champions on-card autograph, so I bought 3 of them. And even the best part, they weren't even $1. They were like 94 cents, 97 cents, 96 cents, something crazy like that. So for a whopping under $3, I got 3 autos. I've beat the odds. That's what I'm taking from this video here, is beating the odds. The Goodwill stores are kind of turning out to be like the blaster boxes. Time and time again, you're going to get junk, and the stuff that I'm buying, I'm not making any money on, but I'm using it for my own personal use. So if you have anything to take from this video, I'm sorry I don't have any mail to share with you. Again, the 2 postcards came in, they had no value, nothing. They were in another spot, I can't get to them right now. But that's what I have for today, and thank you for watching.